Hey guys, Kaylin from Coastal Carolina living here. We are out at our land lease today and it is a big day for us. What are we doing today, Stevie?
Today is planting day for the food plot.
Planting day! So it has been raining kind of on and off all day, probably gonna rain all weekend. I had to borrow Stu's rain jacket because apparently I don't own one. I couldn't find it anywhere. So we're gonna go ahead and get some seed down and go from there. All right, y'all, this is what we are working with today. We're going to start in the food plot that we didn't get the chance to lime. This is plot start. This is liquid calcium. This will help. It's a little bit faster than ag lime. So we're gonna go ahead and put this down first, and then we're gonna go ahead in with our seed. We are using the Dixie Dozen Southern Seed Blend from Real World Wildlife Products. This is gonna be our main food plot. It has on the top here kind of a breakdown of everything that's in it. It's a bunch of clover, radish, collards, soybeans, winter peas, wheat, barley, and a whole bunch of things in it. So we're gonna do this as our main, and then kind of around the edges we are going to do a mixture of this Dove Popper mix, which is millet, buckwheat, and sorghum, and we're gonna mix in some sunflower seeds. So that'll kind of be around the outsides, and then we have our bag spreader. So let's get to it.
What's going on, guys? We're going to be doing a little bit of voiceover in this video because I somehow lost some of the GoPro footage. I know, it's just amazing, but nonetheless, plenty of drone footage, so we'll talk through it. Before we start, I want to give a huge shout out to Virginia Food Plots. It's a food plot company, and we're going to be working with them going forward. So if you guys are looking for some good, high quality food plot seed, go check them out. I'll have a link to their website in the description. All right, so we got this plot. It's just under a quarter acre, and I'm sure if you guys have been following the series, you know that we have cut, sprayed, mowed, the whole deal to get it to where we're at now. And our thinking here was there's tons of quail and doves hitting this plot, so we got the Dove Popper mix from Virginia Food Plots, which has, I think, millet, buckwheat, and sorghum. So we're going to take that and kind of line the edge of this plot with that, just to kind of have some taller forage on the sides, because that's where all the quail and the doves have been coming in from. And in the center, we're going to be hitting it with the Real World Wildlife Products Dixie Dozen. So this is not any of my best drone work here, but I think I only brought one battery that day, so we were just kind of rolling with what we had. But I figured it was a good opportunity to show you guys the property that we're at. It's just under 50 acres. It's surrounded by quite a bit of undeveloped land right now at the moment. Could change if it gets sold to a developer. But this is the right side of the property, which we don't usually get to at all. There's a big letter D that holds water pretty much year round, and there's a few trails over there. They're heavily overgrown, so we probably won't get over there until winter. I think a lot of the does and stuff bed over there from the camera footage we have. This is another path we're taking to the food plot. This is our second food plot, significantly smaller. It's probably like a 1/12 of an acre. And it does hold a little bit of water. Don't mind that great drone work. After like a heavy rain, I think we had the hurricane had swept up the South Carolina coast, so it was holding a bit of water. So once that last little bit of water is dried up, we're going to go ahead and get this raked and planted with that Virginia Food Plots Beast Feast. It's got clover, brassicas, radishes, all that good stuff. So we're going to get that planted in that food plot, and we've already got that two-person stand, the Hawk Big Denali two-person stand put up in there. So that'll be a good little kill plot. And then we're kind of flying back up to the other corner here. We have the food plot we're planting right now. So you can see it's pretty solid property. There's some good trails. I mean, obviously we're still always looking for other leases, but we were pretty blessed to be able to get this property, and so far I've been really happy with it. So I believe at this point Kay had switched to the Real World Wildlife Products Dixie Dozen, and she's starting to hit the interior of the plot with the seed. And after we were done seeding, I don't know if I have any footage of it or not, but we did about a half a gallon of Deer Grow plot start. We had lined this plot, our soil sample from Clemson, and it came in at 5.6. No, 4.6. Excuse me, 4.6. Super low. So we did 1,000 pounds of lime on this quarter acre, and then we hit it with about a half a gallon of that plot start. And I believe I've got some footage of what it looks like a week or 2 weeks later while I'm editing this video, so I'll roll some clips, but it's starting to come in really good. So either the lime or the Deer Grow or a combination of both is working really well. We'll know when we do that second plot because we never limed it, and that one's 4.2. So we got 2 gallons of the plot start on that 1/12 of an acre, and we'll see how that goes. So this ended up being a lot more crude than I wanted it to be, but it is what it is when you lose the footage. So nonetheless, hope you guys enjoyed it. I promise the next planning day will be significantly better filmed, and yeah, appreciate you guys watching.